Hey, Mark here. I just want to give you a quick heads up. So, we originally recorded this episode for Deep Blue Sea, the podcast. But since I love Deep Rising so much, and since this is such a fun episode, I also wanted to promote it here on Movies, Films, and Flicks. So, if you haven't listened to Deep Blue Sea, the podcast, go over there and check it out. Listen to all of our episodes, or listen to us talk about Deep Rising here. We love this movie. We had a great time recording this episode, and I think you're going to enjoy it. Thanks. Welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man that is currently trying to blow up his $400+ million cruise liner. It's Jay Cluitt.
Hello! Hi, Mark.
Hi.
And today we are not talking about Deep Blue Sea. We are doing a palate cleanse. We have finished talking about Deep Blue Sea 2. We have not yet begun to talk about Deep Blue Sea 3. Today we're talking about Deep Rising, a film that has come up several times on the show, which I had never seen before last week, and Mark is a fan of, so we figured, hey, let's do a one-off. Let's talk about Deep Rising.
I mean, the name works. It was released a year beforehand. It's on they're on a boat called the Argonautica, Deep Blue Sea Aquatica. The gigantic monster herds people different places. The sharks in Deep Blue Sea herd people. So, yeah, I mean, it's basically a very smart monster herding likable characters around.
Yeah, exactly. But Mark, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you ever just stared at a beach ball? Just kind of picked up a beach ball, just like stared at it in confusion? Like,
yes.
Good, okay. Because I haven't, but when Jaimin Hanzu just picks up a beach ball at one point in Deep Rising and just kind of stares at it. And that stuck with me.
Oh, I love that scene. Vivo. Oh, he gets an axe to the head.
He does. That's like amongst the most unexpected deaths I've ever seen in a film. I thought something's going to happen. He's going to open the vault and be disappointed with what's inside. I didn't expect an axe to come out and just end him.
And to kill a cheeky Jaimin Hansu. You never see Jaimin Hansu being very cheeky. And this one, he's like, money, 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 money.
He's having fun. The whole crew of mercenaries, they're all having a great time until they start dying in this film. Like when they first fire off their guns, they're like, these are awesome! These are cool, she's firing guns! They're having such a good time.
The director, Stephen Sommers, in the commentary, he said, yeah, they're just a bunch of lunkheads. And I love that about them, too. But I don't know if you noticed, so in Deep Rising, I love it when they actually get onto the Argonautica. And they all know all the floors, and they keep repeating it. So floor 6, lobby, casino, floor 3. Like, they know exactly the layout of where they're going. And I found that to be really refreshing for a team of mercs or kind of lunkheads. They memorized the entire layout of the place. And they were quite... I don't know. I liked it. I thought that was pretty cool. It was neat.
It's like when in Ocean's 11 they're running through the heist plan. It's like at minute 14 I'm doing this. At minute 17 I'm doing this. So where are you going to be? I'm going to be on the casino, level 3. I'm on the vault, level 6. I'm on the bridge, top level.
But it's little touches like that, and it's little things like this that bum me out. That Deep Rising just tanked at the box office. Much like the tank that they had in Vancouver that burst, that cost them over $1 million, which ended up several $1 million, which cost them more money than would they had they just shot at the Paramount lot in Los Angeles. Yeah. But the studio wanted to save money, so they shipped them to Vancouver. The tank burst, and they spent more money.
Yeah, because this lost money. Like we were talking about before the show, I'd never heard of this film before it came up on our show. This is just, but. I freaking loved it. I somehow had nostalgia for something I'd never seen before. I watched this and I somehow felt like I enjoyed it as a child, despite never having... I think I would have been 11 when this came out. If I'd seen this when I was like 12, 13, it would have been my favourite film. I loved everything that happened in it. All the characters, all the kind of the gory deaths, the effects on the monster. It's all like the half-eaten Billy that drops out of the monster at one point. It's fantastic.
For 98, it looks incredible. And you can see early The Mummy in there, too. There's early special effects that look like that. And I think one reason why it might have disappeared first of all, it got released under Hollywood Pictures, under Disney. It didn't even get a Touchstone release.
Oh.
It was part of the Hollywood Pictures, which is kind of the lesser tier. And so if something was released on Hollywood, you're kind of, oh man, it's a Hollywood picture release because Disney didn't want it. And then it also opened up in January of '98. And so it had Titanic at number 1, steamrolling everything. Yeah. I mean, it was destroying everything. But it also had Great Expectations, Good Will Hunting, As Good as It Gets, Wag the Dog, Fallen, Tomorrow Never Dies, Amistad. Like, it just had all these, it had a lot of competition against it. And then it also, I don't know how much you researched into this, but they were going to shoot it really, they were going to, and I apologize if I'm being reductive, but I just love this about the movie. They were going to go in super early in like 96, 95, shoot this movie. It was going to be called Tentacle with Harrison Ford. He turned it down. They cut the budget down to $45 million, sent him to Vancouver, cast Treat Williams, who was magic in this movie. Just pure magic. Jeez Louise. I love his dialogue in this. It's beautiful. They go out there. We're going to shoot it. They went to Vancouver. The tank burst, so then they lost a ton of time on that because then they had to rebuild the tank. There's like millions of dollars in damage. And then they had the in-house visual effects crew do it. But they were like, yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. But then they ended up being delayed for a year on visual effects with the CGI. So ILM had to come in and do the finishing touches on a lot of the monsters. Some of them got ignored, but other parts looked beautiful. But then when it came out, you already had Titanic, 2 by Sea, Anaconda, Mimic. Like, you had all these monster movies. So it was going to come out before Titanic. It was going to come out before Anaconda. It was going to come out before all these big old creature features, all these cruise ship movies, Speed 2, all this kind of stuff. And then when it comes out, it's like, okay, Ghost Ship. There was Virus. So this movie comes out, and it's just part of, like, it's another cruise ship horror picture with monsters. And it got dumped in January, and it just vanished. And Ebert hated it. Ebert is like my favorite movie critic, Jay, and I'm so sorry because I know you want to talk about this movie, but he dunked on it so hard.
I'm happy to learn about it as well, Mark. I did very little research other than watch it twice. So
people just this movie is funny, and I mean Kevin J. O'Connor in this movie.
Benny's in this film.
Benny, his lines in this movie as Joey Pantucci or Tooch, he is hilarious in this movie. You have Wes Studi. Famke Janssen, I think, is the unheralded MVP. I mean, her record, she's wanted for attempted murder, robbery, theft. What else? I wrote them all down here. She's wanted for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, the last one was attempted murder on her ex-boyfriend. But yeah, even like in the Mercs, you've got mentioned Joan Hounsey, you've got Cliff Curtis, Jason Fleming, Clifton Powell. It's a real like rogues gallery of like late 90s character actors. I was overjoyed to see all of them. Like I love Jason Fleming. I watch him in anything, and he's great. They're all great. They all just have like enough character, enough personality to make them memorable, and to know who to follow through this. like the Aussie who just keeps on throwing up.
Yeah. And that's not even a country. I even liked. I love the relationship between Joey Pantucci and Lila. Like, there's a scene, so she dies, and later on when Tooch is doing some welding, he's crying. There's a crying scene, and he has sleeves. So it's
but you know when we talked, I think it was when we talked to Kevin, he said that if you welding in water films, they tend to die, and Layla is doing some welding, and she's the first to die of our crew here. So
yeah, never weld in a horror movie.
No,
I don't know how you know you're in a horror movie.
just don't weld. Just don't weld in general. Just to be safe.
And I was worried, Jay, because you sent me a message and you said, I'm about to watch Deep Rising. I'm like, yeah! And then I never heard back from you. And sometimes, typically, if you loved it, you would have been like, Mark, holy crap! But then I heard nothing, so I was like, uh-oh.
I mean, it's been a busy week. It has some things going on this week, but I apologise for not replying. But yeah, I did kind of think, we're going to talk this in a few days' time. I'd want to just come into it. I love this film! Let's talk about this film! It's great! I'll save it for her.
Dude, Treat Williams gets it. I mean, I think, okay, one of my favorite moments in this film, it's Finnegan and it's Tooch, and they're running into an elevator, and they come across Trillian St. James, played by Famke Janssen, who Claire Farloni was in this movie for a week, and then they said that they had creative differences, so they sent her away and they brought in Famke Janssen. But when she smacks Tooch in the face with her flat and breaks his nose, and then they're in the elevator, and it opens up, and they get a bunch of guns pointed at them. So you have Tooch and you have Finnegan dropping their guns, and then she drops her shoe.
Drops a shoe. Yeah.
It's hilarious. Like, that's funny. That's an old B movie romp. It's funny. That's a funny moment, yeah. And I don't know why people hated that.
I don't know. I can't explain it. But yeah, I wasn't on board with just how much abuse Benny has of Tooch. Like, he's Benny throughout my entire notes, because it's Kevin J. O'Connor. It's Benny from The Money. That's just that's what he'll be forever. Is Benny. So I just wasn't on board with how much abuse he received from literally everyone that he meets. Like, just as soon as Famke Janssen meets him, she breaks his nose, and she'll break the rest of his face. Not that anyone will notice. That's the first time she's met this guy. And he's snooping around on the ship when he finds the warheads that the mercenaries have got on, and they'll beat the living hell out of him. They led into it. They practically kill him. Mm-hmm. And he gets shot by Wes Studi later in the film.
We need to feed them. How are we going to slow them down? Pop.
But okay, we'll get into it. But Wes Studi's death is my favourite one, because it's so brutal, but he so deserves it for like he shot Tooch to slow him down to feed one of the monsters. Didn't work. He got caught instead, and then Tooch gives him the gun to finish himself off before he gets eaten by a monster, and instead he fires it at Tooch, and then he goes, "Oh, I missed him. I'll shoot myself. No bullets left," and he gets a horrific hours-long, gets drunk alive instead. So glad that he got his just desserts.
I mean, that's an epic. I'm going to say it. That's an all-timer death right there. I love it.
That's a Dr. Jim Whitlock level death, I think, of how kind of protracted it is.
It's just so funny. I love when he shoots at Pantucci or Benny. This is random, but when we were watching the movie, I paused it and I looked at my wife and I was like, "Hey, O'Connell, I got all the horses." And then I went, "Hey, Benny, you're on the wrong side of the river." I had to yell that, and then I just pressed play because I love Benny so much.
It's great.
So Hanover shoots at him, and I just love Tooch goes, "You a-hole." And when Trevor Goddard, who plays T-Ray, was like, "I don't like you." He's like, "You don't even know
me."
Yeah, he just met me. And he's hurt by it.
Everyone hates him so much that he's such a beaten down personality. Like he knows he's expendable, but he survives. I'm so glad he survives.
And he gets a crying moment. He gets a cry over Layla. I wish she was cool. I wish she would have lived. Yeah. But he gets a cry, and he sticks up for her on the boat. Remember when they're kind of talking to her? The one Cliff Curtis, he just wants to hook up with a woman all over the world.
He's not had a Korean yet, as he says.
Yeah, oh gosh.
Again, a very deserved death.
And I love though that Benny's gonna fight him, and then one of the mercs goes, "What are we in high school? Let's knock this off." And that was refreshing. Like, they're a bunch of bros, but they never really go after Trillian. They never go after Lila. They're just kind of brats to them, except for Curtis.
So I feel like if Curtis had met Trillian, then there would have been a conversation at least. And I'm kind of glad it didn't get to meet.
Don't you just get tired of mercs? Just, hey, like, they really avoided that. And I'm not applauding a movie for doing the right thing, but it's just refreshing not to have that in this, because they just get right to business.
Absolutely.
And Finnegan's just playing poker. He has Layla outside working. He's like, "I'm busy here."
So you say, you've commended Treat Williams. He's actually, if I had to find some problems with the film, he might be on the list of problems. This is the first Treat Williams film I've seen. I've never... apparently he's Aaron's dad in 127 Hours. I don't remember him in that, but fine.
He's in The Phantom with Billy Zane?
Yeah, I've been down his CV. I've seen nothing else he's in. I have not seen
you gotta see The Phantom.
It's on my list. I'll get there. Cool. I'm sure he is. But I didn't know that Harrison Ford was originally wanted for this role, because it's very clear. I think somebody probably told Treat Williams that, because he is very much being Han Solo on the water, with his just whole his quips, his demeanor, his entire attitude is just trying to be a Han Solo parody. He's basically Lone Star from Spaceballs, is how I kind of came across this. And the whole way,
Louise.
yeah, the whole way through the film, I was like, he reminds me of someone. That face, I couldn't picture it. Then towards the end, I was like, oh my god, you know, in Shrek 2, when Shrek turns into a human, he turns into Treat Williams in this film. They have identical faces. I couldn't. And that's just, when I watched it again, all I can see is the human version of Shrek from Shrek 2. Is Treat Williams.
Oh, man. I know he gets kind of bagged on, right, Treat? But I think I like him in this movie because it's just so...
I like him well enough.
Treat Williams.
I gotta say, I like him well enough. He maybe has a couple too many quips now and then. He's a little too got the right thing to say at the right moment at every possible eventuality. In the midst of being attacked by a giant tentacle monster, he still has quips to hand. Mm-hmm. But then that's a standard action movie thing, so I can't get too annoyed with it. I just got a little bit... He's in a different film to everybody else, it seems. But he's very entertaining. So I'd say he'll be close to a list of problems, but he's not on that list. If I had to pick something, I would maybe question that. But I don't. I can like his performance. I can like the whole film. And I do. I'm very positive about this film. I loved it. And I'm annoyed it's taken me so long to watch Deep Rising. And now there's been so many other films that have been recommended over the course of my podcast that I've never seen. I'm going to make it a mission to try and watch as many as I can. Just because people recommend them. It must be for a reason. I should go and watch these freaking films.
This is not Shark in Venice.
I want to watch Shark in Venice. I really want to watch it.
Okay.
But just need it to be like streaming somewhere. I'm not
I
paying
think you
for
know
it.
your expectations, right? Your expectations are super low.
They are. I know what kinds of films you recommend, and I know what list to put Shark in Venice in.
Okay, good.
It's in a different list from The Shallows, and a different list from The
that
Descent.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, exactly. But you love all of these movies.
Treat Williams, he kind of feels like who's the guy who played Robin Hood? Oh man, the real
Cary Elwes? Or
back in the day. Why is his name not coming to me?
I don't.
He
played
just...
Superman's dad.
Robin. What? This is really bad. I can't think
This is terrible.
of his
We
name.
both can't remember Kevin Costner.
No, like the early 1940s.
Oh, that one.
Just he reminds me of Errol Flynn.
I was thinking like Douglas Fairbanks, but that's not Douglas Fairbanks.
Oh yeah, Douglas. Oh yeah, I guess Douglas Fairbanks, but we didn't really hear him. That was. But yeah, I mean, he reminds me of a Errol Flynn 1950s B movie romp injected into a modern day film, and I think that's what Sommers really wanted. Sommers said that he wanted this movie to be a B film, like an old B Hollywood 1950s movie. So I think he took that to heart, but then a lot of people didn't. So then you have this Errol Flynn-esque, like, haha, like, you know, like, remember when Trillian said, hey, if you let me get on your boat, he's like, you have to do anything I want. She's like, sure.
Can you give me
like,
a cold beer?
Yeah. Now that played well, but he's definitely Jeez Louisan, and his just language in this is just such a pulpy B-movie 1950s Errol Flynn type guy. I guess he does stick out a little bit in that regard.
There's others that fit into that too, like the very British captain. He says to Trillian, "What a cheeky little trollop you are."
Yeah.
That's very much old-timey language.
I gotta tell you though, she is a cheeky little trollop because in the beginning she steals his card, then she breaks into a vault, and she gets a necklace. Then they put her in the brig, and she just prepares a wonderful food tray for herself.
I mean, they put her in the room with all the food and the champagne. Yeah. What a ridiculous thing to do.
I loved her setup too.
Right,
she's super chill in every situation. And then I love how she escapes. She just sort of wedges her necklace into something random, and it works.
As somebody who works with electronics, I was not on board with that. She just kind of leaning back away from it whilst clearly holding the metal part of what she's using. It's not going to work. She's not going to survive that. But fine.
And I just love, like, she hits people with shoes, and then she gets changes. She gets changed, and then she's punching people. She grabs the gun. She shoots herself backwards. When they're all arguing in the kitchen, she has a gigantic loaf of bread, and she's just eating bread in the background while all the guys are arguing. And they tell the story about the octopus and the fish, which the monster's basically doing.
Yeah.
But I just love that the whole movie, she's just super chill. She's basically the chef of this film, I think. And I know that sounds really random.
So. Yeah, I think that works, yeah.
I think she's hilarious. I don't know. I think her character, I know electronics don't work like that, but I love, like, they just work for her.
It's movie electronics, it's fine.
Yeah. But I just think she's funny. And apparently when she was on set for her first day, they put her in that dress. And she kind of freaked out and went to her trailer, and I guess she was real bummed out. She's like, why do I always have to play the person who wears tight red dresses? And Stephen Sommers like, well, you're the lead in this massive thing. Like, you're the romantic lead. You have to. And she was like, ugh. So she wasn't too happy about her dress. But I think she was I think when she got, in another tank top, that this movie could have been a lot more gratuitous, don't you think, for an R-rated movie?
It could have been, yeah. I mean, at one point she gets out of the dress. We don't watch her get changed.
Yeah,
which has happened in other films that we've covered. Yeah, she gets changed into far less constrictive clothing. She's wearing like trousers and a tank top, but with a shirt over it. And it's a white tank top that never goes like see-through at any point, which I was grateful for because I'm glad it didn't fall into that trap. So.
And Megan called that out too, and it was refreshing. Like, even though she was completely soaked, they just never went with that because you don't have to. Like, you don't have to go there. They did go there a little bit with Lila for about 3 seconds, but other than that,
They did.
Yeah, but
Famke Janssen is forever cemented as in my mind. She's gorgeous. You can't take away from her. I've been a fan of hers since GoldenEye, and she's just kind of cemented in my head as yes, that is Famke Janssen. I will watch her in anything. But I'm kind of
on the top.
Yeah, hell yeah, Xena on top, but also like the X-Men films and the Faculty. Mm-hmm. She's had this kind of run in the 90s, early 2000s where it's like, yeah, I'm a fan. But I'm just glad to add another string to her bow of films that I can appreciate her in. Not just because she's gorgeous, but also just she's just a great actress in this, great character in this. She was
great cheeky, action. Right? Yeah. She was cheeky. And I bet you she loved being cheeky because she's probably never was given the opportunity because Jean Grey was very... Remember in X-Men Last Stand where all she had to do was just stand behind Magneto the entire time? But
yeah, that's. I mean, I like The Last Stand for the Vinnie Jones of it all, but it is a film that could be vastly improved by letting her have more of a personality instead of just to stand there silently and be the threat at the end without really saying or doing much.
Because X2, remember that ending when she was holding the water away from everybody? I had a tear dropping down my eye. I was like, oh my gosh! And then so I was real excited for Last Stand, and she just stood around.
Yeah.
I like the cheekiness in this. It's just, I don't know. Stephen Sommers, I know a lot of people, I know he kind of lost his clout after G.I. Joe and Van Helsing. But after spending a lot of time with Van Helsing, I kind of love it. It's just big and bonkers, and it's a romp. I enjoy it. I know why people don't like it, but it's so odd that it just works for me. But when he's clicking between like this and The Mummy, even the early Jungle Book movie, I remember liking that. But this and Mummy, when he's clicking all cylinders, it's just fun to watch him. Like just the tone and the characters and the zaniness and then the horror blending with comedy. Like the guy, yeah, no, I liked his style. And I wish this movie was as popular as The Mummy is now.
Yeah, I like Odd Thomas is fun as well.
Yeah.
That's a lesser seen one of his from the late 80s. And Anton Yelchin, R.I.P. Yeah, Odd Thomas is a curio that I
love
enjoyed.
That one. I love it. Like it's fun because he recaptured somewhat of his former tone. I think maybe the budgets got to him because this one was only 45. Mummy didn't have the biggest budget. I remember not liking the second Mummy because it kind of felt like a retread of the first Mummy.
I like The Mummy Returns, but it is definitely not the first one. And they add in a very annoying child. A very annoying child.
That first Mummy, though, is just magic.
Oh, it's an all-timer. It's a classic.
Yeah. There was a bumper sticker out. Like, I wish I was rather watching the 1999 Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz movie, The Mummy.
Yeah. I mean,
Beautiful.
That's often the situation I'm in. I would rather be watching The Mummy than doing most other things.
That's one of the most popular movies, films, and flicks episodes. People just keep
be.
listening to it. I mean, people just love. And there's 3 commentaries on that DVD, or Blu-ray. 3 commentaries, and it's beautiful. And also on this one, I bought the Kino Lorber Deep Rising, I think 20th anniversary Blu-ray of this. And there's a brand new commentary with Bob Dukesay, the editor, who's doing huge like Star Wars movies now, and Stephen Sommers. And then there's interviews with Wes Studi, and then there's interviews with Anthony Held. He had a staph infection during this and, on his foot, so he couldn't hang out with most of the crew. They had William Atherton, the AD, and William Atherton, I guess, when they were first talking about making this movie, they're like, yeah, we'll just go on the coast and we'll get a boat and we'll film it on the water. And I guess Atherton's like, you guys are idiots. Like, you don't want to film on water. Like, what's just, why? You want to get a boat and shoot on the water in Vancouver? Like, that's, and I guess he was flabbergasted by it.
So
I guess he,
just so you don't get letters, it was Howard Atherton was the AD.
Oh, Howard.
William Atherton is Richard Thornburg from Die Hard.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I was thinking about Jerks, and so Anthony Held somehow landed me into William Atherton territory. But Howard Atherton, the cinematographer of Bad Boys, the Michael Bay film, he was annoyed at everybody because they were like, "Yeah, let's go shoot on the water," and then like the second unit director on this Bob was Dean Cundy, who I don't know if you, right? Dean Cundy was the second unit director on this, and he's one of the biggest cinematographers working. I mean, the movies that he has done, Jurassic Park, Apollo 13, Back to the Future, he's doing second unit on this movie.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and
what happened?
But I mean, look, this movie had a wildly talented crew. Jerry Goldsmith did the score. Wes Studi was talking about it, and he just loved it because he loved his death. He loved working with Kevin J. O'Connor. I guess he just loved working with him. But I don't get okay, 98. You go and watch this movie, Jay, and you are a movie critic. You've watched Two If by Sea with Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon. You've watched Speed 2. You've watched Titanic. You've watched Anaconda. All these kind of creature features that rolled through. You're kind of tired. It's January. It's a Hollywood Pictures movie, which isn't prestige. It's January. So you probably have a lot of preconceived notions going into this.
Maybe getting a little like aquatic fatigue from all the water-based films.
Aquatic fatigue. I like it. It's real. Yeah, Hard Rain had just come out.
When was Waterworld?
96, I believe.
Okay.
So yeah, Waterworld was probably still in your mind. You had just watched a ton of people get rained on in Hard Rain. Then you have Titanic. That's a lot of rain. I think As Good as It Gets has a rain scene. But yeah, it's just something about this movie. It was in and out of the theaters in 3 weeks. I just think people just had it out for it.
I just can't imagine watching the scene where Joan Hounslow opens a door and gets an axe planted in his head and thinking, "No, I don't like this film. This isn't for me." And you know, the half-digested Billy who's still alive and looks through his hand and he's got half a face and he can't just watching that thinking, "This is, I don't know, it's all right, I guess. 5 out of 10. No. What do people do? I can't get behind it. This is bizarre. But I do have to say, Mark, when I asked you how gory this film was, would it be all right to watch it with my wife, who's not a fan of any kind of horror or icky things? She might have a bone to pick with you after watching this film because of the half-digested man who goes who looks through his own hand and hasn't got half of her face, and then the room full of digested bodies covered in blood and guts.
They use 200 gallons of goo for that.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, well, sorry. In my head,
I'm fine. After all these scenes are like, that was awesome, and she's like, awesome? That was disgusting. What are you talking about? I'm going to nightmares.
Did she at least like some of the humor? Was it kind of cheeky a little bit?
Yeah, she was engaged. She was watching it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, if it's something gory happening in a film that she doesn't care about, she won't even notice. She'll just be doing something else. So the fact that she noticed how gory it was, how disgusting it was, is a good thing somehow.
Because you were watching the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah. And I noticed a lot, too, there's a lot of people going, this is just an Alien ripoff. But before Alien was released, there were other creature features that were out. So it's just odd that, Jaws, like, just that kind of monster movie, a prestige kind of film. There were prestige movies that took place in space. There were different variations of that. So, I mean, Alien drew inspiration from so many different films. So it's just odd that people are like, oh yeah, a movie that drew inspiration from films is responsible for all these different films. But I mean, cinema just borrows from. I mean, we love Deep Blue Sea, and there's just homages to Jaws and Jurassic Park, and I mean, even this film. And I think nowadays almost everything is reductive. You see a car chase, oh, it ripped off French Connection. What? You see a romance, oh, it ripped off Philadelphia Story. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah. I think any good film is going to inspire the people that are watching it, and they're going to go make a film. They're going to take the good things. And yes, Alien is a great film in the same kind of genre of a group of people aboard a vehicle that has, it's got a big monster on it. That's kind of where the similarities end. It's a setup.
It's just odd. So I love watching. I'm a big soccer fan, so I like watching soccer. Every game of soccer that I watch, it's the same game, but each game's different because it's a different team, but they still kick the balls the same way. You still score the same way. It's still the sport, but each game has something a little unique. That's the way I look at creature features and monster movies, where they're going to share similarities, but they're all a little different. But I love all of them.
That's why I don't watch sports, because they're always the same.
God.
But I would say football games are more similar to each other than this is to Alien. I get what you're saying. I just disagree.
Yeah, I mean, I guess people don't like watching that, but you get what I'm saying.
There. Yeah, I absolutely get what you're saying, but I'm just not a sports guy.
It just seems, what I don't like is we have all these Marvel movies out now, and you watch a Marvel movie and they're heavily reductive of or borrow from other movies. I mean, in 2018, Black Panther was absolutely groundbreaking, but that and Aquaman both featured heroes' journeys.
Yeah.
You have a guy, he should be the king, but then he doesn't know it. Then he comes back, he gets his butt kicked, and then he gets a bunch of help from people, comes back, reclaims his throne, the final fight in a massive war. I mean, it's people, like the same people are saying how beautiful those movies are. Will be like, yeah, Deep Rising borrowed from Alien. You're like, no, like it's not. It's just hard for me to watch.
Right, you got like Star Wars is influenced by Kurosawa films.
Exactly. You can look at the shots and see shot for shot.
Yeah. That's okay. That's fine. Every Tarantino film is a montage of other films Tarantino likes. It's fine.
Force Awakens is a remake, essentially.
Yeah.
Or a reboot, remake. Evil Dead 2 is one of the most popular horror movies ever made, and it's a reboot of the first one.
Yeah, they remake the first film in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I just don't like that. This is a funky, fun, cheeky, gory, likable, scrappy movie, and then it's Alien. But then you watch something else, you're like, that was great. You're like, wait, what? It's just very selective. This ripped off that.
You know what Alien doesn't have? It doesn't have someone being killed in the toilet.
Yeah.
This does, and it's great.
Beautiful. Getting sucked right through it. Okay. The one issue I have with this movie, and it's not an issue, because I love this movie monster, but its tentacles seemingly spread miles. And they never explain if they have eyes or, I mean, they must be independent because they're connected to the monster, but they can see. But they can also stretch out over the course of 200 yards, which means an extreme amount of strength from this monster. And they said, I do like when Held, the guy who wants to blow up his $400 and something million cruise liner, because you got the math wrong. But he's like, that's the sheer power of this thing. So it's powerful. It's cool. I love it. But those tentacles, I don't understand this monster. But I didn't understand the xenomorph, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, the tentacles, they're like fists, but they're also kind of like eyes, but also like fingers, they're probes. They do so much, but it's a kind of monster design I hadn't really seen before, and I like that. I'm always up for inventive thing designs. And also there's a mouth on each one as well. So many things that you don't want to see in each of these tentacles, and
like swallow people alive.
Yeah, and the main body of the thing has those giant eyes on it, so I don't know if it would have tentacles on the eyes as well. But I love the interaction between the tentacle and that gas pipe that kind of brushes past and the steam starts coming out, and it kind of looks at it and attacks the steam thing. That's such a little detail, a small kind of thing that it doesn't need to be in the film, but I love that it's there. There's real personality to this thing.
What are you looking at? Kerplow! I kind of feel bad, though, that this ancient sea beast, who's a part of Kong Skull Island...
Yes! That's where they end up at the end. They're on Skull Island. I love it.
They were going to make a sequel. So, and Benny originally died. And Benny shouldn't have died in The Mummy, by the way. Benny originally died, but test audiences loved him so much they reshot the ending and bring him back on a surfboard, which is beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay. He should have died in The Mummy. He's a horrible character in The Mummy. I love him in The Mummy, but his death is very fitting.
Him and his charms, just, he's so good. He's so evil. And he's
consumed in the dark by an army of scarab beetles.
He's so wonderful, Benny. He's one of my favorites. But so the three of them, if this movie was a success, they were going to do a Journey to the Center of the Earth style film where it's just three of them trying to survive.
Okay.
I'd
watch that.
Which would be beautiful, the three of them.
Yeah.
His bullet
get some dinosaurs in there.
And, just give me those three running around with dinosaurs. Oh, that would have been cool. After looking at this movie, though, and all the delays and when it came out and its release date, I guess it never really had a chance. But I am very happy. Aaron Newworth, they covered this on his podcast, Out Now with Aaron and Abe. They did a commentary for it.
Oh, I'll have to listen to that.
And then he said shortly after, Kino Lorber decided to do the Blu-ray for it. But he loves it. I've been reading Joe Blow. I've been reading Oliver, I think Harper. He did a retrospective on it. And I think there's all these articles out. The Guardian did one. Collider did one, but they were just advertising movies anywhere, which was kind of weird. But I think there's people who realize this is good. This is a good movie. This isn't a so bad it's good. This is good. This is a good movie.
It's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly if you're going in to watch this film, you're going in to have a good time. And that's exactly what you get.
Can you think of the last time that you laughed as hard when Benny's like, "You a-hole"? I laughed so hard during that scene. It was just beautiful. What a funny, written, silly moment. And also a gnarly death, too. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I mean, I had a lot of laughs in The Mitchells versus the Machines. Would probably be a recent one that I really enjoyed.
Oh, I gotta watch that.
It is really good. There's a dog in it that has interactions with robots, and that's all I'm going to say.
Okay. I might I can't watch it tonight. Maybe tomorrow night.
You should definitely watch it. It is a strong recommendation.
I need to write a review. I'm going to write a review for Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar, because that's a beautiful film.
I want to see it. One of
the weirdest things. We were listening to the commentary last night, and it'll change your life. But there's the silly moments, just how many islands there are? 2? It's, And then I like when they climb up to get into the cruise ship from his boat. And Benny I know I keep saying Benny, Tooch. It's like, that was actually kind of fun. Like, he enjoyed climbing up on that. So good.
Actually, I think another slight problem I had with it was the names of the characters. Like, nothing really, like, they don't have like one solid name each that they get called again and again, so it sticks in your head. So like Kevin J. O'Connor, he is called by some characters call him Joey, some characters call him Tooch, some call him Pantucci. So I got to the end of the film not knowing what his name was, because he got called all these different things. But I think Treat Williams, again, his name's Finnegan. It's not said that many times. But he calls him all 3 different names at various points, and it didn't cement in my head. Simon Canton, stuck in there. Nothing else did all that well. So it's a small problem. It's not even a problem.
If you think about it, O'Connell, like that's in Benny and just
Benny.
Yeah. Oh man, you're on the other side of the river. Oh, what a good movie.
So I love the scene in the elevator where it's just like 9 people in this small room and it's going nuts. It's going up and down all over the place, and they're all just trying to survive it. That was fun. And but the girl from Ipanema playing at the end of it, and then it crashes to the bottom. Like, this elevator is out of order.
Hey, what was that? What is this? Or what was that?
It's the girl from Ipanema.
I kept trying to interrupt you there because I love that moment.
Sorry.
No, it's my fault. I was trying to interrupt you. It's a beautiful elevator moment. It's cheeky. It's fun. Just it featured a great shoe womping and a great shoe dropping.
But I've seen lists of the great elevator scenes from films, and this has not appeared on it. You get Speed. You get, I think, Devil. This is a great elevator film. But Deep Rising just doesn't seem to appear on those lists.
It needs to be on more.
It does.
Oh man, I just love the whole screwed up math too. The guy built a cruise liner that was too expensive to be profitable. I misjudged the market. Like that's the whole plot of this movie. But then it makes sense that they're way out, like 600 miles away from anything. There are uncharted islands. But then that makes sense that they're by like the Marianas Trench. They're in the middle of nowhere, and that's where this monster comes from. So it makes, you know, it's weird. You think about the plot of this movie, and you just kind of think, okay, like that makes sense. I don't know if you felt that way, but they're in the middle of nowhere, and there's a monster attacking them. That's a pretty good premise.
Yeah, they may have overcomplicated a little bit by having the guy trying to blow up his own cruise liner and the team of mercenaries he's brought in to rob the place first before they blow it up. It's kind of layers that you don't necessarily need. If you think about like the Poseidon adventure, is like, a boat gets hit by a wave, turns upside down, try and get out. That's one layer of plot, and it's perfect. It's all you need. This adds a couple more in. They're like, okay, you got the crew of mercs who come to blow it up, but they haven't told the guy who's bringing them there to blow it up, and they're going to take over his boat. You got like 4 different factions of people, of like Trillian, and then Treat Williams and Benny, and then the mercs, and then the evil guy who runs the whole thing, and then the captain who's on board the thing who doesn't know any of this either. There's all these people who just come in with different perspectives who don't know anybody else. It's maybe overcomplicating things a little bit, but I got it. I liked it.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, you're right. There's not.
At the end of the day, everyone's just trying to survive and get out at some point.
I guess you think about Deep Blue Sea. These sharks are trying to kill us. Anaconda, the snake, is trying to kill us. Voight, Voight's bad to begin with, so it's just they have to deal with Voight and the snakes.
Yeah, you might have like one person who's at odds with the rest of the group. This has 5 different groups, so all kind of at odds with each other to some degree. Yeah.
You know, Cliff Curtis was supposed to have a bigger role, but he didn't want to swim during that scene, so then they gave Clifton Powell the longer role.
And Clifton Powell did a great job with it.
Yeah, I love this character. I'm freaking out, man. I love the scene too when Trillian shoots the gun and she falls back into the water. It just makes me laugh. Oh gosh. And then the whole thing with Clifton Powell where he goes, "Fine wine, more like a keg of beer." I'm like, what?
I wanted him to grab Treat Williams' belly and kind of jiggle it a bit when he said that.
His cheek?
Yeah.
I love that thing too. If the cash is there, we do not care. And Tooch goes, "What kind of life lesson is that? Why?"
Which is fair. It's not words to live by. It's not gonna end well.
How do you get this crew?
What? Finnegan?
Yeah. How did Finnegan get Tooch and Layla? Because they seem pretty good at what they're doing, and they're a couple. Maybe I don't know. He seems to have known them for a little while too.
I was surprised that they were a couple, given Tooch's how low opinion of himself he has, that he would have such an accomplished partner.
Yeah,
she seems far more sure of herself and capable than I would expect the partner of Tooch to be. Nothing against Kevin J. O'Connor, but he is just a character who is beaten up by everybody that he meets, every scene he goes to. So maybe that's just something about their relationship. I don't know, but I was surprised to discover, these two are a couple. Okay, moving on. But how he got them as a crew? Do you reckon that they were a couple before he hired them, and just being in such close quarters all the time, they just kind of fell in love?
Yeah, it seemed right. Because Finnegan is he's like a rogue. I don't know why she didn't like him.
So I reckon
they were just
maybe
bored
he
on
was
the
with
boat.
somebody else when he first hired Layla, and she got with Tooch before Finnegan broke up with his then partner.
Hey, that makes sense.
There's some lore to this that we're making up, which is fine.
And then also, as far as aquatic sea beasts go, what would you give this monster?
What to eat? Or...
I'm sorry, like A to Z, like A to F, like grade, like on a aquatic sea beast rating monster scale.
I really like it. It's at least a B from me. I like the design. I like that it's a genuine threat. For 98, the effects are pretty good, if you ask me. I mean, again, I'll go back to it. The half-eaten Billy dropped out. That looked incredible. I was so impressed with that scene. For something that's like 23 years old at this point, I was amazed.
So they call it the Octolus, and then there is a random scene though when Held, the rich boat owner, talks about it being an Otoa, like a family of deep sea worms.
With like the length of a pencil at some depth, and then a bit deeper down they can eat a shark, and go down further, who knows?
What 10,000 they can eat? I actually have it here somewhere.
I assumed it was Cthulhu before that point.
Yeah.
So,
that's what I thought too.
I thought that would have, maybe they couldn't get the rights to Cthulhu.
Oh yeah, 4,000. It's like a pencil. 20,000, it can eat a shark. 30,000, do the math. I'm like, no, tell me.
Extrapolate. Like, giving two values is not enough to do the maths for a third. That's not enough to work out the pattern. Is it a linear graph, or does it go up exponentially? We need to know a third one before we can work this out. You cannot base a formula on two factors. You can't do the maths.
How does Simon Kent know about this though? Did Simon know this was going to happen?
Actually, I shouldn't expect him to be able to do the math because he screwed up the finances on his own boat. So he doesn't know this. But how does he know this? Well, maybe he knows this because he spent too much time researching sea beasts instead of working out how to do the finances for his own company.
Yeah.
So he's more obsessed with sea creatures than casinos on the water. He just went in the wrong direction business wise.
That's funny. If he hadn't have shut down the boat, would the monster still have attacked?
Yeah, because the monster attacks before. No, just after. Yeah, that's a good question.
Because they do shut down the cruise, and then they put on the auxiliary power, and then it's coming up from 180 meters below. And I did the math, and I did it in miles. My apology, but it's going 35 miles an hour.
I mean, we use miles here. That's okay.
Oh, okay. Cool.
We're a country of many different measurement.
Okay, but like 35 miles an hour right from underneath, and they had just shut down. Yeah. So I don't think the creature was smart enough to be like, oh, that cruise liner's running, I'm not going to attack it. And then it shuts down. It's like, oh, okay, cool, I'll go attack it now. So it seems like it would have whomped it anyway. Yeah,
and the opening credits of the film, the first shots we see are from the creature's point of view, swimming along the bottom of the ocean. So it's already on the hunt. It's already like mobile.
Yeah, the submarines are wiped out. There's like a whale carcass down there.
Yeah, so maybe it's just kind of bad luck that it ran into the propeller.
You know what? I think the deadfall from the things he kills are great for the surface of the ocean down there. So let's say it wipes out a submarine. You know how many things could enter that thing and eat the guts of what are left? That could be a whole ecosystem on those bones and eating that alive. Like the thing does really great work for things on the bottom of the trench.
Yeah.
Whale fall, they call it.
I didn't think about that.
The whale fall would be exceptional. That makes me sad. That's why I don't like the Meg.
Yeah.
I digress.
It's me. There's a few reasons. But, yeah.
Hey, do you want to... I got something for you.
Okay,
something random. Now, I originally said let's do a 1990s monster movie.
I was prepared to do that, yes.
We can still do it really quick. But I want to do because I think people should research this. I want to do a Hollywood Pictures draft.
Oh,
so
hell.
If you type in, can you pull that up, Hollywood Pictures?
Yeah, okay. This is a company that I found out existed at the start of this podcast.
So, I mean, this is a Disney-run company, but they have a ton of movies. Like, when you flip through here, you'll know that, what they have. The one thing I think maybe we should leave out is, this is a company that released Super Mario Brothers, right? Son-in-Law. So, I'll let you have first pick since I just dropped this on you.
Okay.
But Terminal Velocity they dropped, and House Guest, Miami Rhapsody, like really funky movies.
Okay, this is a long list to try and scan through, so there's probably huge ones that I'm missing out.
Look at 99, you'll probably want that one.
Yeah, I saw 99, but that feels like maybe the choice you were going to say we should leave out the Sixth Sense.
Well, I was just saying that, but there's some really strong ones that can counteract that. So I think there's enough in here to build a legit squad. So whatever you want.
Okay, well I'm gonna skip that one and go for Tombstone for my first pick.
That's the one that can counteract it.
Because Tombstone is again, it's a film I've seen one time, but I really loved it. So yeah, Tombstone.
Oh man, All right, well, I guess I kind of have to take The Sixth Sense. Well, no, I'll take The Rock.
Okay, yeah,
That could battle Tombstone.
that works. And I did get this is why you love him. I did get Kurt Russell vibes from Treat Williams in Deep Rising, so I feel like I can see that from Tombstone. I'll take Quiz Show as my next one. I really like Quiz Show.
I just love how they have some good ones in here, and then they have some
other films,
some really weird ones in here. This is an eclectic group of movies, but I think okay. So you took that. I need to get something strong here. Let's see. Oh man, Dangerous Crimson Tide. All right, I'm doing that.
Okay. This is just a long old list. No, I'm not going to take Judge Dredd. Ridiculous. Why would I even think about taking Judge Dredd? It's a terrible film. Oh, Gross Point Blank.
Oh,
gotta take it.
A good one. Now, do I want to let you just run away with this one?
I don't think it's up to you at this point, Mark.
I'm going to go to Son-in-Law. I don't care.
Okay.
Pauly Shore movie. I'm lost, but I'm adding it.
I mean, I'm going to take Encino Man.
Oh, wait, Encino Man was in there?
Yeah,
oh,
92.
This is a huge list. Oh,
yeah.
I'm done. I need to go strong then with my fourth pick. Okay, so you have a big... Oh, with Joy Luck Club, hey. Dead Presidents. That one's popular. That one's actually... I love that movie. That has some iconic visuals in there. Dangerous Minds. I know I'm just reading movies out loud now, but I need to pick something here to battle your squad, because I'm in trouble. You know what? I don't care. Deep Rising.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's definitely worth taking. Okay, for my last one... I took the Sixth Sense now. No. I'll take Arachnophobia. Their first ever film.
It's an eclectic list in this thing, isn't it?
It is, yeah. This is, I mean, if you took out a lot of the trashy ones, you could have a really solid production house list on it.
I just love the funky things that they have in here. They got some good ones. They got some bad ones. Okay, I'm in trouble. You have Tombstone, and that's an automatic 7 out of 10. Like that, 7 out of 10 people are going to vote to see Tombstone and vote for it. So that's why I am going to add The Sixth Sense.
Okay, that's fair. You can even bump it to the top of your list if you want, so the order makes sense.
I want to put it last, and then so people are like Sixth Sense got picked last.
The fifth round.
I don't think people understand how Deep Blue Sea the podcast and Movies, Films, and Flicks work. People don't go for the throat immediately; they go for funky. And that
I feel bad for taking Tombstone first round now.
No, I told you could. See, you know what's funny? I gambled because I was like, he's probably going to take Sixth Sense, then I'll go take Tombstone. And then you took Tombstone. I was like, no!
I feel like any given day is a coin flip as to which one I would rather watch. So today it's Tombstone. Tomorrow, who knows?
Did you prep for the 1990s monster movie?
To an extent, yeah. I have some 90s monster films.
So I told you could pick Jurassic Park first if I get the next 5 picks.
You did, and I feel like Jurassic Park is too obvious of a choice. It is obviously the best 90s monster movie because it's the best movie. Full stop. So I'm not going to go with that. I'm not going to take Jurassic Park at all.
Okay.
Not on the list.
So I'll let you have first pick though.
Okay. My first pick of 90s monster movies is The Faculty.
Oh,
aforementioned on this show. Famke Janssen. And just an incredible cast. Such a deep cast in The Faculty. I love it.
See, that throws me off because you could have gone for the throat with that, but you
I
didn't.
could be standing on your neck right now, but I decided not to.
All right, well then that means I'm going to take Tremors.
I thought you were going to take Jurassic Park.
Well, you can't pick
You're just going to leave me for dead.
Just stop. I'll be done. Who's your second pick?
Okay.
I think this is fun. I like exploring 90s monster movies.
Yeah, that's a great one. I'm going to take From Dusk Till Dawn. That's my second one.
Oh.
Great.
All right. Well, I'm in incredible trouble, so I'm going to take Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yeah, that's going to help. I'm going to take... I'll take Anaconda.
Oh gosh,
that's a fun one.
This is my worst case scenario. All right, I'm taking Jurassic Park. No, I'm joking. Oh man,
the Lost World's there.
I'm gonna go with movies I love, and I'm gonna lose, but I'm gonna take Congo. Because
see,
you and I did an
Congo's on my
episode
list.
of it. You and I did an episode. Is this a monster movie? Is Congo a monster movie?
Yeah, there's like those killer albino apes at the end.
And Ernie Hudson and Laura Linney shooting back-to-back flare guns at missiles.
I mean, you could argue that Amy's a monster because she's a freaking talking gorilla.
Yeah,
She
good
drinks
point.
a martini. Horrific. I will take for my next one. I have a soft spot for Mimic,
Ooh.
the Guillermo del Toro film. I get it's not perfect, but I do enjoy it. So if we're going with the 90s monster movies that we love, the Mimic is on my team.
Now, is Deep Blue Sea too obvious? Yes, right? We should probably not pick that.
It's one I wasn't gonna pick, but
Okay, I'll leave it off. I'll take Gremlins 2, the new batch.
oh damn it! I was gonna take that next.
I just saw it and went, ooh.
That hurts.
Hi.
That hurts. Okay.
Hello there.
So is this my fourth or my fifth? I've lost count.
This is your fifth.
My fifth. My last pick. Okay. Then if you think that you're in trouble, I'm gonna take Roland Emmerich's Godzilla.
Whoa.
I'm gonna set fire to my team and walk away.
You're really doing it?
Yep, Godzilla. It's a film I adored when I first saw it. Still liked it the last few times I've seen it after then. To date, it's my favourite Godzilla film. Granted, I haven't seen any of the Japanese ones or any of the older ones, but it's better than the recent ones that I've seen, in my opinion.
It's 98, right?
Yes.
98?
Yes. Matthew Broderick, Hank Azaria.
Yeah, you can't beat him as a cameraman. All right, so I get the last pick, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, this is crazy. I could go Kronos.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. That'd be very pretentious.
Species.
Whoa. Oh no.
Alien Resurrection.
Wait, the Mummies. I won't do it. I won't take that. That's too
That
much
feels like an
rarity,
attack.
right? You're taking it easy on this time. Then I go in.
I'm trying to get into the MFF spirit of things.
All right, so I need to pick a monster movie that I love. That was 1990s.
Species.
Oh yeah, I mean that movie's not bad.
It's good. It's got a surprising cast in Species.
You know what? I'm taking The Relic.
Okay.
Because I love monsters in museums, and that's it. So when you listen to this episode, you can go to Deep Blue Sea, the podcast on Twitter, or the Facebook page, and we'll set up a poll. So Jay has The Faculty, From Dusk Till Dawn, Anaconda, Mimic, and Godzilla 1998. I have Tremors, Ernest Scared Stupid, Congo, Tremors 2, The New Batch, and The Relic. This might be kind of close.
I think so, yeah. We shall see.
Oh.
There'll be two polls, because there'll be the other poll as well. The Hollywood Pictures poll.
That's a tough one. That's
The HPP.
Tombstone, Quiz Show, Gross Point Blank, Encino Man, and Arachnophobia versus The Rock, Crimson Tide, Son-in-Law, Deep Rising, and The Sixth Sense.
Yeah. I think you might take that one, actually. I think you might take that.
People are going to short circuit.
Yeah. That wasn't even released by them.
Well, thank you for this palate cleanser, man. There's a joy that comes from watching Deep Rising, and it when you're as busy as we are, it's really nice just to watch a fun movie, and this is just a beautifully fun movie. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I would have been very up for discussing this for 10 straight weeks.
Yeah,
that could have been done. I would have been happy with that.
Wait, I mean, we could still do it.
I feel like we've covered a lot of it in this week, but let's not rule it out. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, we still got 2.5 months.
We didn't even talk about the jet ski. The jet ski action scene at the end. The staple of your podcasting career, Mark. The jet ski action sequence. And the fact that they're riding a jet ski through the flooded hallway of a cruise ship. They're approaching an elevator. The elevator does a shut. It's got a shotgun. Shotguns the elevator panel. Door opens. Does it again. Other door opens. And then they do a little yee-haw as he rides away from it.
He lets out a straight up yee-haw.
I was almost crying after I saw that sequence.
He was so
phenomenal.
happy.
It's outstanding.
You know what's interesting? If you watch that scene, if you've never seen Deep Rising, and then you watch this moment, you're wondering why this guy is having such a blast on this jet ski. But when you watch the whole movie, it makes so much more sense. Just he's shooting the buttons perfectly.
Yeah.
And then they close on the monsters, and he's just yelling. And then they actually made that jump. There's a behind the scenes of how they did that jump, and they did that jump from the boat. They built this large model, and they jumped out of that thing, but then they cut to the close-ups of Treat and Famke just going, yeehaw!
So it's not like
Jumping
The Spy
up.
Who Loved Me, where they have a little tiny model of a boat that they just pull out the back of a big boat. And it's the most obvious little toy shot in the history of filmmaking.
They jumped. That's a jump. They made a real jump with a jet ski, like a practical jump. And
Yeah, it looked great.
it looks amazing. And they're just riding around a cruise ship. You know what I love, too? When he does that beautiful spin to get the speed up. He's like, we got to get our speed up. And he's like, yeah. And then he does the most unnecessary fast spin I've ever seen.
He's having so much fun.
Yeah. And he's, oh, man. And then he's making trillion...
Cock his shotgun was there.
Oh, man. And his aim is like shotgun shell. Like, what? Normally it's a scatter shot. It's like a short range thing, but he nailed those buttons. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
What a beautiful scene.
Just what a beautiful film.
Yeah.
Thank you for introducing it to me, Mark. I'm genuinely very grateful to have this introduced into my life. It's been 33 years of not having watched Deep Rising, and I'm glad it's been corrected.
It's the proudest moment of my life. And we introduced Kevin Culp, who was on Deep Blue Sea, the podcast, to this movie, and he loved it.
He did, yes. I'm glad he did.
I mean, how could you hate this movie?
I don't understand. I don't understand. It was before its time, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
It should have come out 20 years later. It would have been Best Picture nominee. Deep Rising. It probably wouldn't win. Would have been up against like Moonlight or something. But it would. So, you know.
Imagine that. The winner is Deep Rising. And then they go Moonlight. Everyone's like, whoa, okay, cool. The world's back in order.
That makes more sense. Okay,
yeah. Okay. Fair enough. But Deep Rising will forever be known for that. Whoa. If I ever present at the Oscars and I'm doing Best Picture, I'm going to go, and the winner is Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah.
That movie would be immortalized.
Somebody comes out and tells you, hang on. You've read the card wrong. But you've gone. You've just disappeared. You're out. You've left the stage. You've run.
Oh, the winner's Moonlight 2. Like, I'll be able to say that. But
Moonlight 2, Deep Rising.
for the rest of the world, like not the world, the rest of history, people will say, yeah, this movie won, but the guy announcing it said Deep Blue Sea, the 1999 picture.
If you were in that position, you'd be missing a trick if you weren't saying, and the winner is Movies, Films, and Flicks.
Deep Blue Sea, the podcast.
Yeah.
Read it now. Yeah, if I'm ever on the news, I'm name dropping everything.
Because again, that clip's we've seen around the world. So.
Also, the DVD is only 9 chapters, so if you're thinking about it.
Oh, okay. This changes things. That's not enough chapters for this film. There's more than 9 iconic scenes in this film.
It would be a shame to talk about like 4 iconic moments happening at once.
I mean, we could just spend an hour talking about the jet skis.
Yeah.
Easily.
I think I've done episodes about that on Movies, Films, and Flicks before.
Probably, yes.
Yeah, I've talked a lot about this jet ski scene. And I like it more now. On jet skis, he looks too happy on it. And it throws me off a little bit. But knowing the character, he does let out a yeehaw.
Well, and the yeehaw, I think it's not because he's on a jet ski. It's because he's just fired a shotgun at an elevator to make the doors open. And it worked twice. Like, that's the yeehaw for me. The jet ski's got nothing to do with it. He's smiling in spite of the jet ski at that point.
We should do a episode called Deep Rising 2 and just pretend like we've seen the sequel.
Yeah. we could do that.
Because then it would be real. Then we would have, I would actually be there.
We could. So, something that we always do on Deep Blue Sea, the podcast, is we look at how deep and how blue what we're talking about is. And God damn it, I tried with Deep Rising to work out how deep and how blue Deep Rising is. This is the metric through which I watch all films now, it turns out. So, we've done this with Deep Blue Sea and Deep Blue Sea 2. How do you reckon it compares, Mark? Do you reckon it's deeper or bluer than either of those films?
Well, I think it's all above surface, except for a couple moments. I mean, maybe the people in the boat are a little bit underwater. I don't know how deep the cruise liner goes. I would say this is less deep and less blue than all those movies.
You would be correct. This is surprisingly perhaps the least blue film I've ever seen. It is about 11% blue, and that's me being generous. Most of this it takes place at night, so it's dark. There are whole swathes of minutes go by with nary anything blue to see. The most blue we get is the fact that Trent is wearing a blue shirt, over which he's wearing a blue check shirt, that for half the film he's wearing around his waist, which entertained me to no end. I just love that he did that. He's got to take this outer shirt off. He's not throwing it away. He's tying that around his waist. He's keeping that shirt. That's like his dad's shirt or something. It's a family heirloom. But yeah, depth-wise, it is mostly above water. I did get an average depth of about -5 meters, so about -15 feet. But most of that is based on the 62 seconds towards the start of the film where the sea beast is going along the ocean floor. Because the average depth of the South China Sea is over 1 kilometer deep. Not quite a mile, but over so we have 62 seconds of minus 1.2 kilometers in depth. And then everything else is like above the surface.
Oh, that's great math. I didn't even think about that. That's hilarious.
So yeah, it's significantly less deep and less blue than either of the deep blue sea films.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's a day well spent.
I love this movie. Oh, I'm so glad you did that. Oh, if we cover it in 9 chapters, I can talk about all the doors being opened.
We could do, yes, and the doors close by themselves. I couldn't work out the logic behind that, but it does happen.
Like, are they on a timer and they're just randomly getting through them?
I don't know. Is it some kind of self-destruct protocol, or is the one of the tentacles is up in the control room, just closing the door,
popping them? Beautiful movie.
It's fantastic.
Well, thank you for joining me on this. This was great.
Hey, my pleasure. Genuinely, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Anything you want to promote before we get out of here?
Oh well, listeners, you can listen to Deep Blue Sea the podcast over wherever you can find podcasts, and follow it at Deep Blue Sea Pod on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can read more of my writing over at Life vs Film, lifevsfilm.com. Follow me on Twitter at lifevsfilm, or on Instagram at jcluitt, JAYCLUITT. Or come join the LAM, the largest association of movie blogs. Find it at largeassmovieblogs.com. If you have a film blog or podcast, or want to find some more, then come join the community of us over at the LAM. It's a fun time.
Oh yeah, it's great. I've been part of that since what, 2015?
I think so. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
Am I a LAM veteran?
Yeah. Why not? You're. We don't have categories for that kind of thing, but yes, let's call you a LAM veteran, an old hoof at this point.
We could, you can check. Oh, I also want to say hello to everybody in Gambia. We're the #1 thing out there for film reviews. So thank you to everybody for listening. It's amazing. We've been #1 for a couple weeks now. Beautiful. Thank you. You're actually we're beating NPR and Movies, Films, and Flicks.
Oh, nice.
Which is my other podcast. So Movies, Films, and FLIX. And then you can check out my stuff on film theory. I have a new video coming up about Cruella de Vil. If you type in film theory, Mark Hoffmeyer, you can check that one out. I just did one about Minions. I got another one coming out about, I don't want to wreck it. And then if you want to listen to RT is Wrong, I do the research for that. And then Rotten Tomatoes Versus. So check those out. And I have a couple new articles coming out. So if you type in Mark Hoffmeyer Rotten Tomatoes, you'll be able to read my new articles as well. But yeah, that's where you can find me. But oh man, I just want to do this all over. I love this movie.
It is a very, very fun film. If anyone out there has got this far and hasn't watched Deep Rising, then you should definitely do so. It is on Disney Plus right now. That's how I watched it. It's on Disney Plus.
And I think it's getting a new audience because I watched somebody did a YouTube clip that's already gotten, I think, 150,000. And the guy was like, yeah, it's on Disney Plus in the UK. And I watched it and it's amazing. So I think it's really opening up an audience being on Disney Plus. More people are definitely watching it now, which makes me very happy.
Yeah, that's incredible.
All right. Well, thank you this was great, man. Thank you.
No, thank you. So, yeah.
All right. So from me, Mark Hoffmeyer.
And me, Jake Lowe.
This is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We'll see you next week.